Hey friends, Marcy Williams here at M Theory Yoga in Ridgeland, Mississippi. I have another YogaHIIT class for you today. This is a hybrid class for those of you who want a little bit of everything in your hour. So this is a vinyasa yoga class, but I incorporate some strength training with lightweight dumbbells. So you will need a set of dumbbells today, maybe between a 5 or 15 at the heaviest. And then we'll also be doing some high intensity interval training through a couple of Tabatas today. So let's do this. Let's get started in downward facing dog. Go to your mat. Plant your palms, plant your feet, lift the hips. Few cycles of breath in downward facing dog. If you'd like, start to pedal out the feet. So as you bend one knee, let the opposite heel stretch down toward your mat. And then switch. Bend the opposite knee. Opposite heel is stretching down toward the mat. Good. Pedal it out here. So as always, we'll start out without the weights. We'll warm up with some dynamic movement. We'll move through the sequences that we're doing today without the weights. Then we're going to add them. Find a still downward facing dog. And then inhale, slide forward to plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists. Nice long spine from the crown of your head down to your tailbone. Smooth and easy breath. On your exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. And exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Adding on here. Inhale, come forward to plank. As you exhale, bear pose. So bend your knees, lift your hips as if you're in downward dog again. So like downward dog with bent knees. And then look back at your feet. Walk your hands back. And come to a ragdoll at the back of your mat. So really easy standing forward bend here. Bend your knees. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Sway a little bit side to side. Good. And then come to center. Walk your feet out into your squat stance, so whatever that is for you. Take your peace fingers, grab onto your big toes. And then I want you to bend the knees, drop the hips, lift your chest, come into a little squat. And then from here, lift the hips and come into a forward bend. Good, few times, bend the knees, drop the hips, lift the chest, squat. Lift the hips, straighten the legs, forward bend. At your own pace, just back and forth, moving from your squat to your standing forward bend. Good. As you're ready, come into that forward bend. Bring the feet back parallel. Bend the knees here, bring your hands to your hips, and then press through the feet, come all the way up to standing. Nice. Then from here, I want you to bend your right knee, catch your right shin, hug the thigh into your chest. Good, let the foot go, step forward and switch. So left knee is gonna lift, catch your shin, hug the thigh bone into your chest. Good, switch, step forward, right leg up. Ooh, don't fall. And then last time, on the left, catch that left thigh. Good, let that go. Inhale, stretch your fingers to the ceiling, interlace your fingers, and then press your palms up. As you exhale, take a side bend. center. Exhale, side bend. Good, inhale, center. And then bring your hands in front of your hips. We're gonna do some dynamic lunges here and we'll open up our chest. So as you inhale, I want you to step the right leg back and press the palms to the ceiling. Good, reach the heart through your shoulders. And then step the feet together, bring your hands in front of the hips. Send the left leg back, press the palms up, lift the chest. Good, step the feet together. Right leg back, together. Left leg back, together. Right leg back and hold here. And then release the hands down. Come up onto your fingertips and then nice and easy, bend the right knee, tap the mat, and then re-straighten the leg. Bend and tap and re-straighten. Good, re-straighten the legs, step into plank pose. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, come all the way down for cobra pose. Lift the chest with the palms, press into the mat. And then with the fingers, imagine the mat is, you're trying to pull it towards your toes. Good, downward facing dog. Inhale, slide forward to plank. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the hips, bear pose. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Forward bend at the back of your mat, bend your knees, hands to your hips. Press through the feet, come all the way back up to standing. Nice. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, cactus the arms down. Just a few more like that, just some arm circles. Good, and then relax the arms by your side. From here, kick your left foot into your left hand. Press the foot into the hand, stretch out the front of that thigh. And then as you let the foot go, take a step forward and switch. Kick the right foot into your right hand. Press the foot into your hand. Let the foot go, step forward and switch. Left foot, left hand. Step forward, last time. Right foot, right hand. And then both feet on the mat. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Interlace your fingers, press the palms to the ceiling. As you exhale, take a side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Fingers stay interlaced, but they come in front of the hips now. Another round of those dynamic lunges. Left leg's gonna step back first. Palms are gonna press up. Open up the chest. Good, step the feet together. Right leg back. Together. Left leg back. Together. Right leg back. Together. And then left leg back and hold. Press up. And then release the fingertips to the mat. From here a few times, you're gonna bend that left knee, tap the mat, re-straighten the leg. Bend the knee, re-straighten. Bend, re-straighten, and then step to plank. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, come all the way down. Palms by the ribs, lift the chest, cobra pose. Good, as you exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment in downward dog. With the palms, stretch them out forward and send the hips up and back. As you inhale, look to the top of your mat. As you exhale, step or hop, forward fold at the top. Press through the feet, inhale, halfway lift. Slide the chest forward, draw the shoulders back. Nice long spine. As you exhale, refold. Then inhale, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Bring the palms together at the top and then thumbs to your breastbone. All right, so we're gonna let's do 2 sun A's just to start to get into our breath. And then we'll move through the sequences we're doing today without the weights first, and then we'll add them. So, as you inhale, make it long and deep and stretch the fingers all the way up. As you exhale, fold. Move the hands through the heart and hinge at the hips. Half lift on your inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Step to plank as you exhale. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, chaturanga, or you can lower all the way down. As you inhale, up dog or cobra, like we did before. And then down dog as you exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop to your forward fold. Half lift, inhale, chest lifts, shoulders draw back. Refold as you exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, right back down into your fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. And then exhale, step or hop into chaturanga. Use the full breath. Inhale, up dog, cobra, or another back bend if you like. And then downward facing dog. Good, settle into downward dog. Checking with the body, notice the breath. So, trying to maintain that rhythmic breath of salutations, at least in the beginning of class before we add the weights and the intervals. All right, inhale, look to the top. As you exhale, step or hop into your fold. Feet, take them about hips distance, and then bend your knees, drop the hips. Inhale, come to chair pose. Good, lift the chest up. If you can, lift through the arms. Then from here, shift your weight into your right leg. All you're gonna do is you're gonna lift your left heel up off the mat. So, one-legged chair. Good, left foot to the floor. Shift the weight into the left leg. Pull your right heel in. Good, both feet on the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog on your exhale. Nice. All right. Inhale, reach your right leg up. As you exhale, bring the knee into your chest. Move your shoulders over your wrists. Press through the mat. Inhale, send the leg back. As you exhale, step the foot all the way through, coming to a high lunge. From here, tent up on the fingers. A couple of times like we did already, I want you to bend the left knee, tap the mat, and then re-straighten the leg. Good, bend the knee, tap the mat, re-straighten the leg. Now stick with that, or bend the knee, tap the mat, and hop switch to the left. Bend the right knee, tap the mat, hop switch to the right. Few times at your own pace. We're gonna meet with the right leg out in front. When you're there, inhale, come all the way up, crescent lunge. Good, as you exhale, bring the hands to your heart, hinge forward, lift the chest on your inhale. And then as you exhale, warrior three pose. Good, there's no rush. Pause in your warrior three, take a moment, straighten this left leg. So firm the thigh, reach through the foot, lift that left heel up enough that you feel that left glute engage. Now focus in on the right leg and the right heel. Drive through that right heel, come all the way up, full hip extension at the top if you can. Come all the way up to standing without dropping that left foot. Inhale. As you exhale, come back into your warrior three. Good. Inhale in your warrior three. Now, as you exhale, I want you to bend this right knee. Get low, so belly is touching the thigh. And then nice and soft, you're gonna step the left foot back. Toes down first, then spin onto the heel. And inhale, come up, warrior one. Good, as you exhale, frame the foot, lift that back heel, step to plank. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, chaturanga, or maybe all the way to the floor. Inhale, up dog, or maybe cobra, or maybe locust. And then down dog on your exhale. And let's do that on the left. As you inhale, left leg lifts. As you exhale, bring the knee into your chest, move your shoulders over your wrists. Good, push into the mat, draw the thigh into the belly. Inhale, send the leg up. As you exhale, step the foot through. Tent up on the fingers here, and a couple times, right knee bends, taps the mat, re-straighten the leg. Good, and then you can stay with that, or like we did on the other side, right knee bends, and then hop switch to the right. Left knee bends, hop switch to the left. On your own a few times. We'll end up with the left leg in front. So when you're ready, left leg forward, right leg back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Good, as you exhale, hands to the heart and hinge, about 45 degrees. Stay, inhale, lift the chest, pull the shoulders back, pull the elbows back. Then as you exhale, warrior three pose. There's no rush here. Focus in on that right leg now. So I want it straight. Drive through the foot, firm the thigh, lift that right heel up enough that you feel this right glute engage. Keep that. Focus on the left leg here. Drive through that left heel now and start to hinge at the hips. Come all the way up to standing. Full hip extension at the top. That means this left hip is totally straight. Good. Hinging at that left hip, come back to warrior three. Chest is lifted, spine stays long. Good, inhale. As you exhale, bend this left knee, maybe even get so low that your belly is laying on your left thigh. And then nice and easy, toes step back, and then roll onto the heel. Inhale, come up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Nice. As you exhale, frame the foot, right heel will lift, and you'll end up in plank. Inhale in your plank. As you exhale, chaturanga, or you can lower all the way down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra pose. Down dog as you exhale. Really nice. So we only have one more short sequence that we'll be doing today with the weights, but of course, let's do it without the weights first. As you inhale, slide back to plank pose, shoulders over your wrists. As you exhale, bear. So bend the knees, lift the hips. Again, it's like a downward dog with bent knees. Look forward, and then either step the feet outside the hands or hop the feet outside the hands. Drop the hips, lift the chest, come into your yogi squat here. Good, take a moment in your squat. Spine stays long. With the elbows, you can open up those inner thighs. And then maybe with the inner thighs, just squeeze those elbows back. One more inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips, go ahead and walk the feet back in. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, down dog. Or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Or child's pose. All right, so that's our sequence that we're going to do today. But before, I'm getting my timer going here. Before we go back to that sequence and add the weights, I'm going to get a drink of water. And we're going to do our first interval. We're going to do a TABATA. We're going to do 2 different exercises and we're gonna alternate. We'll do 8 rounds total, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The first exercise we're gonna do is, I call it a get up. You're basically gonna come into a squat. You're gonna lower all the way down onto your back, and then come all the way back up to standing. Again, so you'll drop down, lower onto your back, come all the way back up to standing. However you need to get all the way up and all the way down. If you need to touch the floor, great. If you could do it without touching the floor, also great. Goal is on your back and all the way up to standing, any way you get it there. Then the second 2 exercises we'll be alternating between those is some lateral high knees and some lateral butt kickers, so heels up. So you'll be moving back and forth on your mat. If you don't want to run these exercises, you can march your knees. So it's a knee up and a side step, and a heel up and a side step. All right? So that get up is first, 20 seconds. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. All the way down and all the way up. As many times as you can in 20 seconds. Woo. If you can do it without touching the floor, great. If you need to touch the floor, also fine. Rest. We're gonna go into those lateral high knees in 2 seconds. Start at the top of your mat, knees up. When you get to the end of the mat, come on back. Good, high knees, moving laterally. You can march this. You're moving from end to end of your mat, and you're getting those knees up. Rest. Good job. We're going back to that get up. So the goal is on your back and up. Go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. As many as you can do, as fast as you can. 3 seconds. Good, rest. We're gonna do the butt kickers. Again, moving laterally. Go. Heels to your butt. Move side to side on your mat. Really, anything you want to do with your arms is fine. You can bring them into the air. You can run them. Stay with it. 3 seconds to go. Good, rest. Back to that get up. 5 seconds. 2 seconds. Go, on your back. As fast as you can, back up to standing. And then on your back. If you have a strategy that works for you, go for it. If you can, no hands, rest. High knees is next. Go, lateral high knees, knees up, moving to one end to the other of your mat. Feel free to make this a march with a side step. Stay with it. Good work, rest. Rest, rest, rest. All right, last round of that get up. Go, on your back, up to standing. On your back, and up to standing. Good, rest. Last round, it's those lateral butt kickers. So heels to butt, march it if you need to, or it's a lateral run. Anything you want to do with the arms. Up in the air, out in front of you, or running man arms, anything. Good work. Take a break, grab a sip of water. Weights should be at the top of your mat. This first sequence, you're not going to need the weights, but we'll use them for the other sequences. Downward facing dog. Good, so on your next inhale, look toward the hands. As you exhale, step or hop into your fold. Feet a little bit, or feet about as wide as the hips. So not like a squat stance, but ankles are under your hips. Drop the hips, lift the chest. So you're in chair pose. I want you to shift the weight into this right leg. Bring the left heel up. Now drop the hips a little bit lower. Come all the way up to standing. So a single leg squat. Let's do 8 to 12 of them. That was one. Drop it down, lift it up. Again, anything you want to do with your arms to help facilitate balance. Get as low as you can. I think I told you this in my last one. Pistol squats are my ultimate goal. Whew. I don't know if I'll ever have the ankle and hip mobility to get there, but I'm sure as heck gonna do what I can to try. I'm on 7. We've got 8 to 12, so wherever you are, try to at least get 8. If you're way ahead of me, go to 12. That was 10 for me. I'm gonna take it to the other side. So when you're ready, back to chair. Feet again under the hips, chest is lifted. Weight into the left leg. Pull the right heel up. Now, drop as low as you can, and then come all the way up, full hip extension. So whatever you did on the right, now you're committed. You gotta do that on the left. That's 4. I gotta count on my hands or I'll never remember. 5 for me. Helps to find something to stare at. I'm looking at a little scuff on the wall here. Sort of helping with my balance. I think this is 8. 9. And 10. Good, finish up. We'll meet in downward dog if you would like. Take a flow. A chaturanga up dog, down dog, maybe a child's pose. Good, downward dog. We will use the weights this next round, so weights at the top of your mat. All right, right leg lifts as you're ready. Bring the knee to your chest. Send it back up, inhale. Step the foot through, maybe tent up onto your fingers here. I want you to give me 4 to 6 sprinter switches or knee taps on the left. We're gonna end up with the right leg in front. 4 to 6, either switch or knee taps. Right leg in front when you're ready. Grab your weights, come up for crescent lunge. We're gonna do alternating reverse lunges. You can have the weights down by your side, or you can bring them overhead. Left knee is gonna bend, tap the mat, step the feet together, and then right leg back. Good. Again, overhead or down by your side. If they're overhead, I want the arms straight and the biceps by the ears. So no noodle arms. Imagine that your upper body is in handstand. So you're pressing up, arms are locked out. Shoulders are nice and stable with wrist, elbow, and shoulder all how many we've done, but next time that right leg ends up in front, stay. And then bring the weights down by your shoulders and then down by your side. We're going to take this to warrior three. So hinge at the hips, lift the chest. Good, you're going to pull those shoulders back so lats are engaged. Keep that. Come into your warrior three and then drive through that right heel and come all the way up to standing. So these are single leg Romanian deadlifts. Those of you who have taken this class with me before know that this is one of my favorite movements for what it does for your posterior chain, for your balance. I always try to put as much posterior work into my classes, particularly knowing that a lot of my yoga students aren't getting the posterior work otherwise. So again, 8 to 12, I believe that was 8 for me. I'm going to do 2 more. Good, last one. And then when you come up to standing, bring both weights into your left hand for most people. Cross them, and then I want you to step back into this warrior one stance. You're going to hinge with a flat back. This right hand can come to your right thigh, and then you're going to give me 8 to 12 lawnmower rows. So that left elbow is going to go straight back. Your upper left arm should be grazing your shirt or your rib cage. I believe that's 5 for me. Good, when you've done your 8 to 12, both weights down. We'll meet in downward dog if you need a child's pose, if you need a water break, if you need a vinyasa, go for it. Downward dog when you're ready. We're gonna do it on the other side. Left leg lifts, inhale. Bring the knee into your chest. Good, leg back. And then step through, come up onto your finger pads for most people. That'll give you the space you need to hop switch. Your options are, again, just to tap the knee and re-straighten, or 4 to 6 hop switches. End up with the left leg out in front. Pick up the weights. Come on up. Options, again, are hands by your side or overhead. If you're going overhead, you're not out here with the weights, with noodle arms. You're driving the weights up to the ceiling. Arms and shoulders are tight. Right knee bends, tap the mat. Step to the top of your mat, left leg back, tap. Alternating reverse lunges. Who knows how many we'll do. Nice and easy, nice and controlled. Good, so next time you end up with that left leg out in front, stay. If the weights are overhead, bring them down by your side. Lift the chest, but hinge. Good, so chest is lifting, shoulders pulling back, lats are engaged. Keep that. Find your warrior three. And then drive through the left heel. Come all the way up, full hip extension. Hinge at the hips. Warrior three. At your own pace. 8 to 12. Find something you can focus on to help with the balance. Keep the chest lifted. So back stays straight. And then this right leg is also staying straight. So the movement is coming from this left hip. If you are focusing on swinging the right leg, you're not doing it correctly. You're driving through that left heel to come up to full hip extension on the left, and then you're leading with your chest as you hinge at the hips, hip crease to go back into warrior three. I think I have one more, but I'm not totally sure. We'll end either way, standing. Both weights in the right hand. Depending if you're doing a heavier set of weights, you may want to just keep it with one dumbbell. Right leg's going to step back for your warrior two legs. Left hand can come to the thigh. Long spine, hinge at the hips. And you're going to start your lawnmower. So 8 to 12. You're going to pull back. Elbow's going to go straight back. Upper arm's going to stay close to your rib cage. Good, and then when you've done your 8 to 12, weights down. And then child's pose, or straight to down dog, or chaturanga up dog, down dog. Quick water break. We have one last set, and then we're gonna do another Tabata. All right. Downward facing dog. From downward dog, come forward to plank. So we're gonna do 8 to 12 push-ups. These can be done on your knees. Give me good solid push-ups. So elbows are gonna bend. They're gonna come out at about 45 degrees. You don't need to adjust your hands, folks. Your plank hands should just be fine. Neck is long, so if you notice, hey, I'm seeing my feet right now, that means you've dropped your head. You should be looking straight in front of you. I have no idea how many I've done. I think I'll do 2 more. And then I'm gonna come back into this bear pose. Palms are pressing forward, hips are lifting. And then from here, come into your squat. You can hop into it. You can step into it. Grab your weights, go ahead and just stand up. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and turn. We're gonna do dumbbell thrusters. So you're gonna take the weights up to your shoulders and the elbows are gonna be lifted, okay? You don't want the elbows down here. You want them up. Elbows up high. And then you're gonna drop down into your squat. As you come up, you're gonna press the weights overhead. As you come down, the weights are gonna return to your shoulders. So dumbbell thrusters, 8 to 12. How you doing? Chest stays lifted. I felt my chest drop just a little bit that last one. But you're looking straight ahead. Elbows staying up will help your chest to stay up. I'm sure that was enough. So do your 8 to 12. And then when you're done, go ahead, drop down into your squat. Put the weights down. Maybe a flow, or maybe child's pose. Good, we're gonna do another, I'm gonna get my timer going again. We're gonna do another Tabata. This time, we'll be doing a broad jump, and then a little bit of core. So, 3 different exercises. First one is a broad jump. So you're gonna start at the top of your mat, and you're gonna run it back, and then you are gonna jump back to the front and do it again. So as you jump, I want you to land toe ball heel, and I want you to land into your squat. So you're not landing with straight knees or straight hips. If you're like, Marcy, no thank you, I am not gonna jump. That's fine. Little back pedal, and you're gonna take a big step, squat. Back pedal, other leg steps forward, squat. So either jump forward or big step and squat. Then the first core exercise we're gonna do is a jackknife crunch. You're gonna lay all the way down, arms overhead. You're gonna lift the chest and lift up one leg, and you're gonna alternate. If straight leg crunch is a little bit more than you want, bend the knee. Bend the knee, okay? And then my favorite, another one I do a lot, is your reverse snow angel. So you're gonna be on your belly, arms are gonna be out in front of you. So like a locust pose, you're gonna pull back, lift your chest, reach forward and lower, okay? So, starting out at the top of your mat for that broad jump. Remember, you're gonna back pedal first and either jump forward or hop forward, starting in 3 seconds. Go, run it back. Big jump or big step and then into your squat. Stay with it. We got 5 seconds. Good, take a break. We're gonna go to that jackknife crunch. So you're gonna lay down, arms overhead. Go, lift the chest, and then you're gonna alternate, lifting your legs. Legs are gonna cut through your arms like a knife. And again, if you'd like to modify, bend the knees. Good, come up, take a break. We're going into that back pedal with a broad jump in 3 seconds. Go, run it back, broad jump. Run it back, broad jump, or big step and squat. Make sure you're landing soft, toe ball heel. Good, take a break. And absorbing the impact, so you're dropping into the squat to help absorb the impact. Reverse snow angels on your belly. Go, lift the chest. Swim it back. I teach in Mississippi, so we don't get a lot of snow here, but if you live in a snow place, maybe you've done this on your back in the snow, take a break. So we're halfway there. We got broad jump next. Go, run it back. Broad jump. Run it back. Fast as you can. Good. Rest. Back to that jackknife crunch. This will be the last round of this. Arms overhead. Straight leg or bend a knee. But really get that chest lifted. Get your shoulders up off your mat. Good, rest. We got our last round of broad jump next. 3 seconds. Go, run it back. Hop it forward. Run it back. Stay with it. 8 seconds. Come on, you got this. Big jump. Land in your squat. Oh, good, rest. All right, last round. Reverse snow angel. Go ahead and get on your belly. Arms forward. Lift the chest. Swim the arms back. Come on. Stay with it. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. 3 seconds. Woo! Good work, y'all. Grab a sip of water if you need to. We'll do one more round through our sequence today with I can't talk, with the weights. Whew. Downward dog when you're ready. From downward dog, look between your hands and step or hop into your forward fold. Ankles are under your hips, bend the knees, lift the chest. Just another round of those single leg squats. Weight into the right leg, lift the left heel up, drop the hips down, all the way up. Good, 8 to 12 of these. This is again a lot of good work in that posterior chain. Really great for your balance. Assuming you're barefoot, doing this in your living room, it's really great for the muscles of your feet and your ankles. You know, we go to the gym and we wear shoes, and we miss out on strengthening those muscles like we do in these balancing postures in our bare feet. That was 10 for me, so I'm gonna take it to the left. Finish up, there's no rush. I'm on the left, right heel in. I'm gonna do 10 on this side. So again, you wanna drop those hips as low as they can go. I wish my hips could go lower, maybe someday. But you also wanna come up to full hip extension at the top, which means the front of your hip is totally straight. Means your glute is engaged. That's 8, I think. I'm on 9, I'm going to 10. Good, when you finish, both feet on the floor. You can take a break, you can take child's pose, you can take a flow. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. All right. Right leg lifts. When you get there, bring the knee into your chest, pull the thigh into the belly. Good, inhale, send the leg back. Step the foot through 4 to 6 times. Either left knee taps and re-straightens, or you're gonna hop switch. End up with the right leg in front. And then from here, come on up. Good, this time, palms are gonna face forward, and we're just gonna do a split squat with a bicep curl, 8 to 12. So, bend the knee, tap the mat, bicep curl. Good. When you've done your 8 to 12, turn the knuckles forward, hinge forward, chest is lifting, and again, 8 to 12 of those single leg RDLs. So the goal is not to touch the mat with your weights. You really want to keep that back leg straight. Keep the movement coming from that right hip. Keep the spine long. I think this is 8. I'm going to go to 10. All right, so and again, standing at the top of your mat, and then both weights in the left hand, unless you're using really heavy dumbbells. Left leg's gonna step back into your warrior 1, right hand to your thigh, hinge forward, but keep the chest lifted. Give me 8 to 12 of these lawnmower rows. Good. When you're done, put the weights down. You can step straight back into down dog. You can take a flow. Either one. All right. Other side. Left leg up. Bring the knee into your chest. Good. Send the leg back. And then step it through, maybe tenting up on the fingers. Either bend and extend the right knee 4 to 6 times, or hop switch 4 to 6 times. You want to end up with your left leg forward. Grab the weights in either hand. Good. This time we're going to do a hammer curl with a split squat. So neutral grip, meaning that the palms are going to face the body, but you're still going to bring the weights up, bending at the elbow. And then when you're done, knuckles are going to turn forward, hinge at the hips, keep the chest lifted, shoulders pulling back. Find your warrior 3. Right leg's nice and straight. Come all the way up. And then 8 to 12 of these single leg Romanian deadlifts. I'm on 5. No rush though, you take your time. Get it done. Find that spot to focus on. We'll end again at the top, top of the mat. Both weights in the right hand. Right leg's going to step back into our warrior 1. Left hand can come to the thigh. Hinge forward. And then 8 to 12 of those lawnmower rows. So elbows going straight back. Upper arms brushing the ribs. Good. And then drop the weights down when you finish. Take a flow. Skip it. Whatever you need. We got one last set with the weights, and then we'll start to cool down. Grab a sip if you need to. Downward facing dog. From downward dog, slide forward into plank. 8 to 12 push-ups. Again, these can be on your knees. You shouldn't need to widen your hands. Keep them planks distance. Good. Keep your gaze forward, and then elbows are going to bend, and they're just going to stay at about 45 degrees. Core is strong. Whew. I'm going to do 3 more. Bear pose when you're done. Keep the chest lifting up though, so you may be tired and you may feel like letting your chest drop down. Keep it lifting. And then step or hop into a squat. Pick up the weights and come up. And I'm going to go ahead and face you again. Last 2 exercises. We're going to do another round of those dumbbell thrusters. So find your squat stance. Dumbbells are going to come up to your shoulders, elbows up. Okay, so I don't want your elbows down here. Elbows up, elbows keep your chest up. You're going to drop down into your squat. As you come up, you're going to push the weights overhead. As As you come down, those dumbbells are going to come back down to your shoulders. That's 9 for me, and that's 10. All right, we're gonna do one last thing, and that is a dumbbell swing, but we're gonna add a tricep extension. So with this, you're just gonna bring the arms out in front of you, neutral grip, drop the hips, chest is gonna be lifted, and then kind of like a kettlebell swing, you're gonna extend the hips, bring the weights overhead, but then stop. Tricep extension, drop the hips, tricep extension. Again, no reason to drop the chest. 8 to 12 of these. Good. When you come to the top on that last one, I want you to give me 8 to 12 tricep extension. And then when you're done, bend the knees, put the weights down, maybe take a flow, maybe take a child's pose, maybe grab a quick sip of water. We're gonna cool down now, just with some simple flowing, no weights. Trying to get the heart rate down, trying to come back to that same rhythmic pace that we started class with those sun A's. So when you're ready, downward facing dog, and take a moment in down dog just to collect yourself. Notice the breath, notice the heart rate. Try to come back to that same pace, being able to breathe in and out your nose. Good, let's flow. Inhale, right leg up. As you exhale, step the foot through. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Good, this time as you exhale, I want that right hand to catch the left wrist, and then take a little side bend to the right. Good, inhale, come to center. As you exhale, hands to the heart, lift the chest, warrior 3 for a moment, and then go ahead and take it into a standing split. Good, bend this right knee, step back, toes first, and then drop the heel. Inhale, this time come up, warrior 1. As you exhale, interlace your hands behind the back, lift the chest, and then exhale, humble warrior. Go ahead and hinge forward. Relax the head and the neck. Good, release the hands. Lift this left heel. Plant your left palm down. Inhale, take a twist, right arm reaches. Good, as you exhale, step back into tabletop pose. Drop the left elbow down, right palm's gonna reach to the left corner of your mat. Draw back through that right hip. Stretch out that right lat. Good, as you're ready, plank pose, and then down dog, or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. All right, let's do that on the left. Left leg lifts, inhale. Step the foot through for crescent. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. As you exhale, left hand's gonna catch your right wrist. And you're gonna take a little side bend toward the left, so toward that left leg. Good, inhale, come exhale, standing split. So release the head and neck, release the arms. Good, and then bend this left knee, right foot's gonna step back, toes first, and then drop the heel. Inhale, come up, warrior one. As you exhale, interlace your hands, lift the chest, and then humble warrior. Release the head and the neck. That left shoulder is gonna come inside that left thigh. Good, release the hands, lift that right heel, right palm plants. Inhale, take a twist here. Good, as you exhale, step into tabletop pose. Right elbow down, left palm to this right corner of your mat. Draw back through that left hip, so nice side stretch here, that lat. Good, and come back up. If you want one last round of a chaturanga and an up dog, we're gonna come to downward facing dog. Really good job, you guys. Let's go ahead and really come down now. So right leg to pigeon as you're ready. Lower yourself down. Hips should be level here, so notice if you're putting more weight into one hip than the other. My left hip will never touch the floor, so it's not a big deal if your hip is lifted, but I don't want you here or here, equally weighted. Good, and then from here, let's go ahead and take a seated twist. So now go ahead and shift all the way into the right hip, and then swing this left leg around. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale, as you exhale. Go ahead and twist toward this left leg. Good, unwind when you're ready, and then downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, and then exhale, take the leg to pigeon. Equally weighted in both hips, walk your way down. Trying to keep that breath of sun A, so smooth and rhythmic, in through the nose, out through the nose. Good, as you're ready, walk up and go ahead and shift onto this left hip. Right leg swings around, lift the chest as you inhale, and then exhale, we'll turn toward this right leg. Hope you had a good workout. Good, and then from here, go ahead and come back around. And you did it. Just go ahead and lay down. If you'd like, take a happy baby pose. Knees are going to come outside the ribs toward your underarms, and you can catch your inner heel. Keeping your sacrum down on the mat if you can. If it lifts, it's no big deal. Just rock a little bit side to side, maybe with playing with straightening one leg, and then straightening the other. If there's anything you need right now to complete your practice, please feel free to take it. There's no rush, you're at home. If you're ready for Shavasana, maybe give yourself a hug first because you worked hard and you deserve a hug. And then as you're ready, Shavasana, legs extend, arms extend, close the eyes. Let every muscle relax. Allow yourself just a little bit of time here to have nothing to do but to be in your body. And as always, you are invited to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. I am only going to keep you here for about 20 or 30 seconds. If you need longer in Shavasana, totally ignore me. If you're ready to come out, start out slow. Nice easy movement, maybe just a little twitch of the toes and the fingers. Maybe take it into some ankle circles and some wrist rolls. Take some deeper breaths. Make that next inhale nice and deep, and as you do, stretch overhead. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, roll to your side. No hurry to get up. Stay here long enough to appreciate the fact that you made it to your mat today. And then go ahead and press through the palms. Find a comfortable seat.